Hi there, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the most recent episode of Sister Wives, which is season 18, episode 5. So this episode starts out with Janelle. We see Janelle in her apartment with her daughter Savannah, and she's mentioning how the apartment's tiny and how the kitchen at the vacation rental was much bigger than the one that she has. And then she also mentioned needing some more furniture. And so when she had asked Christine about the beanbag that she had, she said that she would bring it by for her. Now, Christine lives in Utah, and they are in Flagstaff. So Christine brought this beanbag from Utah to her apartment in Flagstaff, and I was wondering, I wonder how far of a drive that is. But that's really nice of her anyway. And so it seems Christine is living her best life. She doesn't care driving God knows how long to deliver a beanbag. But here she comes. She has only talked to him maybe one day in the last few days. And she also mentions that I don't think Kody saw the kids, their daughter, for Christmas. He didn't send a present. So where is Kody? Why wasn't he present for Christmas? But I guess we'll hear a little bit about the Christmas drama as we progress through the episode. But not even a card, not even a gift. He's missing in action. So then where is he? So we see a little bit later where Robyn is speaking about drama. Christine also mentions it about drama that occurred in the group chat. And so then Robyn and Kody decides that, guess what? We're not going to bother with having this family Christmas, getting the kids together because there was too much drama. She didn't go into the drama, but I don't know. Does anybody know what the drama was about? I don't know if this was mentioned in prior episodes of the season, but she didn't go into, at least not that I can recall, what happened in the group chat that would lead them to say, well, forget about it. We're not going to get the kids together for Christmas. So anyway, they had talked about, I think one point in the episode, Meri had mentioned how she was mistreated around the holidays too at one Christmas, that he went to the room and got her a sweatshirt for Christmas that wasn't even wrapped or anything. Meanwhile, that year, Christine had gotten a bunch of presents, which she admitted to, and she said that, she had asked Kody what about a gift for Meri, and he said that, weren't you going to get her that gift card? And I'm like, well, that's not a gift from you, which is what she said, because I'm getting her gift card, you still need to get her something too. And so Meri being the first wife, I just don't understand why she takes this treatment from Kody all these years. And we see later on in the episode where, it seems that he has been mistreating her for a very, very long time because, Janelle had mentioned how he talks down to her, he doesn't treat her very well. At all, and so she's just been taking it. And she also mentions that they don't really have a relationship at the moment, so I don't know what she's doing. So now, just enlighten me because I'm just starting watching Sister Wives. So they all live in different houses? Because Kody had mentioned when he goes to this house, when he goes to that house. But I thought he would live with one of the wives. Does he not? Okay, but anyway, So Christine was mentioning, the issues that they were having, and she kind of has a lot of empathy for what Janelle's going through, and she was experiencing the same thing before she decided to jump ship and save herself. We also see where Meri goes by Robyn's house, and so she is talking about, what happened for Christmas, and she is griping and fake crying about how this is not her family, and this is not, she's crying about the breakdown of the family, and she's asking about Christine, like what, trying to wrap her mind around why Christine left, which I'm just like, what do you care? She's gone. So is she thinking that, is she trying to figure out like what Christine did wrong so she could not do it? I don't know. Or maybe she's trying to figure out like how to keep Kody from treating her the way he was treating Christine. I don't know. But, she was all upset, I guess fake outrage about Christine leaving, which I thought, okay. I just didn't understand why she was so upset and trying to ask and kept asking about what was happening with her. And then also she was mentioning, Meri and Robyn were talking about inequality in the time that Kody spends at their house. So she was saying that, Kody's not spending as much time with her and the children, but then the other wives also have the same complaint. So I'm just wondering, where is Kody spending his time then if he's not with any of them? They also mentioned a period of time where Kody had spent, I think, 25 days with Christine when she was in the marriage, and he said that it was, it was some experiment that to see if the person he spent the most time with would appreciate it or something to that effect. And I'm like, why are you, this is not a game. It's almost as if he's just toying with the wives. Because if they all want and they all have the same complaint about having equal time, then why would you not then, let's say you want to spend a chunk of time, why not split the month equally and say, okay, I'm going to give her for, a week, but then to spend a month and give the other, 25 days and give the other wives 1 day out the month. I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish considering that they all had the same complaint. And so they had a long conversation, Meri and Robyn going back and forth about the family. But, it seemed like to me, anyway, that Meri was kind of humoring Robyn because she was just like, okay, all the stuff that she's asking me, I don't know why she's talking to me about this. But I'm just like, what is going on here? What are we hoping to accomplish in this conversation? So we see that Christine is back home after she dropped off the beanbag, and so she's there with her daughters, Mykelti. I'm sorry, what is the name? I hope I didn't say that right. I'm thinking from memory. And Aspen and her little grandbaby. And so she's talking about planning a birthday party that's coming up. She's going to be 50. And so she's like, okay, I'm only going to invite people that I have a good relationship with. They're talking about ideas for the party. And so she's figuring since she's turning 50, her daughter mentioned having a 50s party with all the 50s gear, having costume and all that. And so she's like, I'm not inviting certain people, which I'm like, you go, Christine, like, do not allow Kody to come in and ruin your birthday. So I don't think she's going to invite him or the other wives. She says, the children that she's still in touch with and she has a good relationship with, of course, they're invited, and just people that she gets along with. So rightfully so. And then she also mentions her celebrity crush, celebrity crush, which is Shamar Moore, which I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. But her daughter always teases her about her celebrity crush. So after that happens, we see Meri. She mentions that it's been a year since her mom died, and she has a clothing business that it's been running her ragged, going in 2 different places, trying to help with her mother's bed and bath. Oh my gosh, why am I saying bed and bath? Bed and breakfast, and then her clothing business. So she decides that she's going to relocate the clothing business to be near or at the bed and breakfast, just to make things a little bit less hectic for her. And so she's like, Robyn doesn't want her to leave. And so she's like, I'm not leaving the family unless you're scared of being left with Kody, something to that effect, which it seems to be she does not want to be left with Kody 100% of the time. So she needs some reinforcement or some buffer or something of that nature. But she says, Kody has pretty much left the relationship. She didn't leave. She's not leaving him, but it seems that he has left her, which... Okay, so then knowing that, what are they doing? So she mentions that, she knows that Kody has been talking about her behind her back, but he hasn't said anything to her, and they can't really make any decisions without them both agreeing or talking about it. But you guys haven't. So is this going to go on forever? If he doesn't say anything directly to you, then you're not going to say anything, and so you're just going to, Groundhog's Day with this treatment that, he's pretty much non-existent. She had mentioned before that they don't really have a relationship per se, so how long does this go on for? And then Janelle is also frustrated. She's like, the divorce or leaving is not an immediate thing, that she can't just leave, but things would have to change. So it seems like she's on the verge of leaving as well. So we have Janelle, who seems to be on her way out the door. And then there's Meri, who, although she's not making the decision, but I feel like in her head probably she's out the door. And then we have Christine, who's already left. And Kody's nowhere to be found. Where is Kody? Other than popping up here and there, he's not at anybody's house. So where is he? Is there going to be a 5th wife? Is he seeing someone? I just wonder. Because all the wives are not getting enough time apparently, so then where is he? It's just really, really strange. So what else happened in this episode? I think the episode ended with Meri talking about relocating the business and the relationship status between her and Kody. So I think that's it for this episode. So let me know what you think. I don't have the full history of the dynamic between the wives, but I do know that Christine left and she seems to be happier than ever. So that's good for her, while the other wives seem to be completely miserable. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the episode how he was pointing and talking to Janelle, and it also almost reminds me of a petulant child who's like, nana booing, like, I am not going to talk to you about this, and pointing and storms out the door and slammed the door. Like, who does this? He's so childish. So, I don't know what will happen. We'll see what happens in the next episode, but I don't see what's going to be fixed here with him being so childish about everything. And then he also mentioned, when they were talking about not seeing the kids for Christmas or not hanging out with the children, he mentioned that he doesn't have the emotional fortitude to deal with the children or something like that because they kicked him out the house. And then he also mentioned that, the phones work both ways, that they can call him too. But you're the adult. Why wouldn't you reach out to the children, or at least reach out to them sometime? Do you ever reach out? Because it doesn't seem like the kids are hearing from him either. So I don't know. I'm at a loss with this whole situation, but we'll see what happens as the episode proceeds. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. Until next time.